Louisiana beer reviews. Shiner Blonde, the local favorite. Shiner, Texas, population 2,070 is where this is produced by the Shiner Brewing Company, founded in 1909. This is the original Shiner beer. And by the way, the Shiner Brewing Company was bought out by Gambrinus Brewing, for your information. Here's the original kind of design, brewed from pure artesian well water, which just means it's water coming from a well. Nothing special about that, really. Shiner Premium Beer, Spitzel Brewing Incorporated, which was founded by people from Bohemia, which at the time was ruled by Austria, so it's German immigrants, really. It's 4.4% alcohol, has 13 IBU rating, so it's very mild. It gets a fine rating on the Beer and Me, gets a C on Beer Advocate, gets a below average rating on Rate Beer. Here's some other earlier bottle designs. Now, Cosmo Spitzel was a Bavarian brewmaster, and he's the one that came in and sort of took over their production. I think it was in 1913, and he really developed the Shiner Blonde. That's the popular one today. But in 1971, I believe it was 71, they came out with the Shiner Bock version, which is their most popular recipe. Here's a later bottle of Shiner Blonde. The blonde girl swinging. And here's the modern bottle, so we better get started before this warms up too much. Ooh, a lot of smoke coming out of there, so that's nice. Well, just like you would expect, it's blonde. It's a clear straw color. Lots of bubbles streaming up this glass. The head is on the thin side, very white. See if we can finish this off. I don't know if this is made with an all malt non-adjunct recipe, to tell you the truth. It doesn't really say on the website, and since it doesn't say it, it's making me think maybe it is made with an adjunct. But let's give it a smell test and see. Well, it smells mostly of barley. Could be some corn or rice in there, but I'm not sure about that. The aroma really mostly is just non-existent. There was an initial rush of aroma, but now the head's faded away and you don't really have that much of an aroma. Now, most importantly, the taste test. Okay, it has a very stereotypical American style lager flavor, and trying to see if they say anything about that. Ingredients, they just say fine. Blend of European American hops. That doesn't mean much, because that's very common. So the taste is mild. It's light. It's very light bodied. The body is light, watery. The finish is crisp, refreshing, dry. So really, there's no bitter aftertaste though, and the hop bitterness is so minimal and it's made that way. It's just supposed to be a, like I say, a stereotypical American style lager, very round beer, easy drinking. The drinkability is super high, of course. I would, before I rate it, let me give it another sip. I'm going to say it's probably deserving of a B- rating. It's good, but just so. It's slightly above average. It's a fairly good beer. I wouldn't pay an elevated price for this. I'm sure, being that it's Shiner and now they've got this reputation as a little craft brewery instead of what they originally were, just a regional brewery. There's no way I'm going to pay, say, $7.99 for a 6-pack of this. But I can look right over on the beer in the beer cooler at the store and see, for instance, Schlitz for $4.99, or I've seen it, I think I saw it somewhere, $4.66 for a 6-pack of Schlitz bottles. So, which is really better than this. Schlitz has a lot stronger hop profile, you know, just to give you a comparison. So is it worth an elevated price? No. But if they had it, you know, if you go to a bar and it's comparably priced on tap, say like with Budweiser or Miller High Life, yeah, it's fine to get. It's no better or worse than any other American style lager. So it is very light, though. I would say light, much like Busch beer. Busch beer has a little more of a stronger corn taste profile, but it's not that different from this. So if you like to drink Busch, you probably like this. But I'm sure Busch is going to be a lot less expensive. So anyway, I would recommend it anyway. I'm not trying to criticize the beer. I just don't necessarily like their price positioning on it. So laissez le bon temps rouler. This is a good beer, but just so. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans and go to the Greek Festival.